Welcome to Newsflow TV 247. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe, uh, press the notification button so that you'll be able to enjoy my video whenever I upload. Nigeria is, what we can describe as a Fuji house of commotion as at this moment, because 2027 is almost 2 years ahead of us, and the politics has been very, very odd, and the game player, they have started showing their skill, and a lot of things is on ground to discuss now. Recently, Omoyele Sowore, the leader of Revolution Now, came out and said something about Peter Obi, that Peter Obi went to Rome to go and meet President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu to discuss about a particular debt, and we later found out that that one is a lie, to the extent that they even chased Omoyele Sowore out of Facebook. But the guy is not relent. He later brought out another bombshell against Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is working for President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu. Imagine that. Imagine that. A strong contestant in 2023 election, and you think that he's working for President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu. Look at how these people, how they usually twist us, how they usually, drive us like a vehicle, driving our mind with information. Information is very, very strong, and people that know about it, they have been using it for a very long time. I listened to the renowned journalist David Andeyin recently, when he said that since some power block in the world have discovered that it's not only about weapon again, because weapon alone cannot help you to control the world, because when you do your weapon, I do my own, then who is going to control? And ammunition without information is useless. So because of that, people now concentrate on the information so much, to the extent that everybody is looking for one way or the other to rule, the atmosphere of information. So if you rule the atmosphere of information to some extent, if you are able to, catch some opinion leader, whatever they say to people will listen to it, because they have it up here to convince people, to tell them some information. And there are, I think, 3 postulations about how information flow, but I can remember 2 now. One is through opinion leader. We believe that information flow through opinion leader. Opinion leader are the people that we believe in them. We see them as our demigod. We see them as our role model. Whatever they say, to some extent, it has weight. Like Professor Wole Soyinka come out and say something like this. To some extent, some people will listen. So those are the opinion leader. Or Buhari came out to say something to the Northerners. Of course, people will listen. Then another one is, they say information flow through apodemic nature. You know, apodemic needle, that you penetrate it into people and it goes straight like that. All these things, people have gathered and tried to look for a way to use it. Where I'm going is not too far. I'm sorry that I'm just branching in some suburb area. So I'm still going back to Omoyele Sowore. Then let me talk about David Andeyin, that said that Omoyele Sowore is being sponsored by some power in United States of America. He mentioned the organization that is sponsoring Omoyele Sowore, that if you think this Omoyele Sowore is fighting for you, it's not fighting for you. You that Omoyele Sowore is fighting for, you are on the streets eating whatever you see, drinking garri and tea and sugar. But Omoyele Sowore is living at Blue Randensin Hotel. Go and check out how much are they renting Blue Randensin Hotel. So if Omoyele Sowore is wearing ordinary coat or one chinos, don't think that you are him. You are the same level. He's eating at the higher level, and you know what he's talking about. So Omoyele Sowore, after he has failed in that angle, he quickly ran to another thing and he said that Peter Obi is working for President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu, and they asked him why. He said because Peter Obi came out and said, I may not contest again after 2027. And Omoyele Sowore said, that is true, because you are working for President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu, because at the end of 2027, Tinubu will also, stop from contesting. He cannot contest for anything again. So after that means you have finished your work. And if you look at that word critically, psychologically, you will see from the angle that Omoyele Sowore is coming from. He is trying to say that it is Peter Obi that is making it difficult for opposition to take over for Tinunbu. Simple. Because it is obvious that two race course in 2027, it will be very, very difficult for President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu. But three race course, it will be very, very easy for him. And he used the advantage in 2023. And the way I'm looking at it, the same thing is still going to play out in 2027, because Obi has refused to be faced to anybody, irrespective of whomever he is. He's not ready to be faced to anybody, either Atiku or anybody, which I don't blame him, because he has come out and said that I'm not desperate. And even if you are desperate, you should have limitation. Not to the extent of Obi come and become faced to anybody. No, somebody that has contested, single-handedly pulled more than 6 million votes in 2023, and you expect him to be faced to anybody. And it is obvious that it's not only about Nigeria. Vice President will read another person's script. Vice President is there to fulfill another person's agenda. Vice President cannot have agenda while Mr. President is having agenda. Vice President will work to implement the President's agenda, and which it may be very difficult for Obi, because Obi himself is somebody that have mind of his own. So what are we now saying? Obi refused to be Vice President to Atiku. Atiku refused to back down so that he will work for Obi. And three people cannot sit down in 2-2. It's not possible. So this is a very big bottleneck. Another thing that surprised me, that make me to come out and comment about the perspective of Obi working for Tinunbu, is this news that I saw, where Obi said that he's still ready to repeat Ahmed Dati from Southern Kaduna to be his vice president. So he want to repeat the same candidate, the same ticket as it was in 2027, then 2023. He want to repeat it, Obi Dati, which I'm starting to be corrected. Honestly speaking, they just want to play another Baba Debu, which is not sure. Which is 80% not sure. That is the truth of the matter. It is true that Nigeria are suffering under administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu. That is the truth of the matter. People are feeling the economic policy of President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu. You can witness it in the recent Ileya that we celebrated. Although Nigeria Besile, but we know what happened. People actually grumble. You see it in the face of people, that even when they buy meat, when they kill meat, when you go there, you see that it's not as it was before. So men are not smiling. Even women don't smile. Children this day, they don't smile. Everybody don't smile. But one thing about this country is that the best candidate has not been winning for a very long time. This is not the first time. If the best candidate has been winning, Obafemi Awolowo will have become president of this country. Yes! If it is by performance and competency, Awolowo will have become Nigeria president. But it's not like that. It's about policy. It's about interest that will still play out in 2027. Corruption. The system that is going to come out, the institution that is going to come out to pronounce the winner is in the pocket of Mr. President. And if you think that you have something against that one, you go to court. Oh, Mrs. Kekere is there for you to do the justice. The justice of Tiger. Kekere is there. He will do the work. They have placed them, each one of them. And if Mahmoud Yakubu is removed, they bring another Hakim or whatever they bring. You think Tinunbu will go and bring his enemy to become INEC chairman? Oh. So what I'm trying to say is that before you will be able to beat this president, Bola Ahmed Tinunbu, you have to win beyond doubt, beyond reasonable doubt. And they usually say it in the court of law. Like, you have to win like maybe 65% of the vote. If you do that, to some extent, they may not be able to reverse it. But they are still beating as you do with 1 million, 2 million. All those ones, it's very, very easy for them to swallow. The way all of you, the way you are doing now. Obi, 2027. I'm not sure they will be able to win. That's the truth of the matter. Dirty. When we talk of dirty in Kaduna, in North, tell me his political muscle. What can he? How many votes can he gather? This is a man that they even send him out of Senate because he rigged election only in Southern Kaduna. I'm not sure he delivers Southern Kaduna for Obi. And if he delivers Southern Kaduna for Obi, he didn't deliver the whole Kaduna for Obi. It was for another opposition, PDP. Even the sitting governor, then, El-Rufai, could not deliver the whole Kaduna. He could not deliver Kaduna to President Bola Ahmed Tinunbu. They win through struggle. They win their governorship election. Go and check Kaduna as we are talking now. Except the decamp. PDP win there. So, somebody that cannot win his state, you still want to choose him as your vice. I wonder, I don't know what is going on in his mind. And mind you, you are dealing with Jagaban. He will look for a way to work, around the clock to make sure that he win those states that you think you won in 2023. You see Plateau, you see Nasarawa, you see what name of Benue. Tinunbu will work there. So let's go back to Omayele Sowore that suggested maybe Peter Obi is working for Asiwaju. It is very, very unfortunate. I don't want to believe that assassin. I don't want to believe that assumption. But it seems like that. It appears like that. There are something, it appears somehow, but it's not real. But when you ask me, it sounds like that. And the same Omayele Sowore said that, you see that coalition they are doing, they are just using it to give Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinunbu automatic ticket. See also, they are now planning to take this guy from Rivers State, former governor of Rivers State, Chibuke Brochimi Amechi. I don't know what they want to use him for. But I believe they want to use him for vice president. Then that means they will divide the South. And what Tinunbu need is to go and pick what he need in the North, as it was in 2023. Tinunbu pick what he need in the South. He didn't win in the Southeast. He didn't win in the South. Even Southwest, he won some, he lose some. He lose Lagos State, he lose Osun State. 2 out of 6. So what Tinunbu permutation is very, very easy. Take what you need here in the South and take what you need in the North. And mind you, let me tell you, 2023 election, it will be a show. Even if Obi pick the whole Southeast, he cannot pick the whole South. Tinunbu will gather something there, and likewise in Southwest here. Then he will go and pick what he need in the North. The game has started. I don't want to agree, and I don't want to believe that maybe Peter Obi is working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but it appears like that. If he is not ready to throw anything open, people say, oh, work with Atiku. Me too, I don't like it. That Obi will work with Atiku, then the power will go back to the North. I don't. But some people that believe, some people that are reasonable, some people that can see, they see that Atiku is the nearest option for Igbo people to have presidency, if it will work like that. But how will Obi convince the obedient and the southeast that you want to be vice to Atiku, and they will accept? Because these people, they are not ready to accept anything vice president from Obi. They are not ready. Obedient to so people from southeast to. Because if they do that, what if they fail? What if Obi and Atiku come out again? Atiku president, Obi vice, and Tinunbu beat them. Do you think it's not possible? Oh, that heaven will not fall. If they rig them, heaven will not fall. And how will you describe Obi? If Obi agreed to become vice president again, to become vice presidential candidate to Elijah Atiku Abubakar, historically in his, political career, it means that he like ideology. He has no philosophy at all. He just, all what he wants is just to grab power. Thank you very much. Until I come on your way next time to come and, give my opinion on some issue or analysis on some issue. Remain blessed, and don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe if you are watching for the very first time. Thank you very much. God bless you.